Newsflash here. I would say 80% of Irish males over 21 or over 18 have been in a lap dancing club or a strip club at some point.
We only found out, I'm almost ashamed to admit this, we only found out yesterday from Lauren, of all people, that there is a bunch of lap dancing clubs in Dublin. We didn't even notice.
She works part-time.
Research purposes
Yes.
is how I found that out.
Yeah.
My iPhone history is questionable this week.
Yeah, so like we've obviously researched all these topics.
And we're going to go and do more research in strip clubs.
A lot of more research.
First chance we get.
But like strip clubs now. Like, is that cheating on your missus?
Nah, it's only a bit of crack.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Wrong.
Really?
If there's another woman sitting on your lap.
A lap dance?
Yeah. And if you're paying for it, which is even worse. I think if you got it for free,
Oh, shit.
there'd be some element of an argument there. But
Lauren, if I was going out with a girl and she's like, oh look, it's my mate's birthday or it's a hen or whatever, we're going and it's going to be this magic Mike situation, some lad's going to be grinding up against her, like, I wouldn't mind a bit of crack.
Fair enough. But if you're coming home and it hasn't been said, or you haven't come home and told me this, and I have found out, it wasn't chatted about beforehand. No.
Ooh, Lauren.
Sorry now.
Lauren. But like, the man is probably thinking, if I tell her, she'll give out to me.
Yeah.
But sure, if I don't tell her, she won't know and it'll be grand.
The old
Then
adage,
if
Lauren,
she finds out.
what she don't know won't hurt her.
I'm telling you, if I was going out with a girl and she said like, oh, we were in Dublin, is my friend's 21st or 30th, whatever, we're all in a big session, we ended up going to this thing and there was lads stripping, it was gas, like, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, nor me.
Wouldn't care at all.
Lauren, right? That's
You would take issue with your boyfriend going to a strip club?
I would take issue if I wasn't told about it until he came home.
Yeah,
listen.
but sure, maybe he mightn't have planned it, like, you know what I mean? The points were going down,
But
like.
it's fair enough. He gets home the next morning and is like, well, Lauren, you'll never guess what happened last night. It was hilarious. All the lads did this. That's
I
fine.
had a pair of fake tits in my face.
How is it fine? And then
It's more acceptable.
what you think if he didn't tell you, and then you found out?
Maybe I'm just taking issue with the fact that he wasn't being honest. That might be a
Okay.
poor sap.
Okay, you've got trust issues here, Lauren. Look, the thing is, with men, sorry nobody's like, you know, to be letting you down, but if there's a group of lads leaving the country on a stag, there will definitely be a strip club or lap dance. I don't care. I don't mind admitting it. I've been in them.
Yeah.
Been in a couple of strip clubs in my time.
I like, is it good crack?
Not really.
What do you mean?
Well, like, I was in one in Liverpool when I was 17. I was hairy, like I was a big 17-year-old.
Okay.
So like, you know, I got in, and I went there with like one of my soccer managers. Just by chance, he was on the same tour I was on, going to Liverpool to a match, and we were out drinking, and he was like, "Oh, come on, should we go for the crack?" And I was 17, like horned off my head, absolutely delighted to more than obliging to go in. And we went in. I was with my friend. I won't name him now on the podcast, better not. So with one of my friends from Roscrea, who's a Liverpool supporter.
Go on.
And we were there, and we went in, and he's quite a shy fella. So we sat down anyway, and then we met this lad who was like a scouser, like, and he was trying to be real friendly with us, like. And then he was like, "Do you mind if I join you?" I was like, "Yeah, fucking no bother." There's 4 of us there. And he was chatting, asking us what we do or whatever. We were students, obviously. And he was like, "I'm a scuba diver."
Okay.
And he was like, "I earn 40 grand a month." I was like, fucking hell. And then like my soccer manager was like, "Well, he can start fucking paying for stuff." It's pure, you know.
Yeah.
We were clever. So this lad anyway was like, "Oh, come on, I'll get you a dance." So fucking called over all the girls, just gave us a dance. Weird, sitting on your hands, fucking weirdest thing ever, like. And it's weird.
You're sitting on your hands getting a lap
You
dance.
sit in your hands, yeah, because you can't touch them, like. So you're sitting on your hands, right? And it's fucking weird when you're making eye contact with one of your best friends, and you're just like, "Oh, fucking hell." Jeez. And then it's over. They go away and they're like, "Oh, thanks for that." And you're like, "Yeah, sound." And then your man pays. And then he said to me, "Oh, your friend is very nervous." And I said, "Yeah." He was like, "We'll get him out of that now." So he calls over one of the girls and whispers into her ear. Then she smiles and walks away. And the strip club in Liverpool is called Angels.
Okay.
Any fellas who've been to Liverpool have been there. Don't let them tell you any different. And next thing, Robbie Williams, Angels, comes on over the speakers. And there's around 12 strippers in there. And they come down and get me friend. Lead him by the hand and bring him up to the stage in front of everyone. And the 12 of them start dancing around. And they're fucking... whipping him and fucking spraying cream on him and all. And he's like, I swear to God, I've never seen a human. He was like Bosco. I've never seen anybody go redder. And he's up there and they gave him the dance and he came back down and was just like, come on, let's go. And one thing that's banned in strip clubs and lap dancing clubs is you can't go into the toilet and have a Tommy tank.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously it's unhygienic, first of all. But secondly, they want you to be horned off your brain in the club. Because what you're going to do, you're going to spend more money.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's it. Like, I went in to take a number 2, genuinely. Like, you know, I actually needed to go to the toilet, like. And I was sitting in the toilet and someone knocked on the door and I was like, yeah, there's someone in here. And then like your man was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to the toilet. And then he burst in the door. It was a bouncer. And he was like, oh, I just wanted to check there. I was like, fucking hell, like, what would he done? Would he throw me out, like, pants around my ankles, getting thrown out the door on a rager, like.
Oh, lad.
But that's strip clubs, and then it's different. Like that's in the UK. They're pretty, they're stingy, kind of. You know, you walk in, fucking weirdos sitting around. I wouldn't rush to go back to them. I was in one in Germany though.
Well,
oh, that's a whole different kettle of fish. That's basically like I didn't know it was a strip club. Genuinely, I did not know it was a strip club. Like going in there,
really,
it just looked like a nightclub, and everyone was queuing up, and I was like, oh, class nightclub. Like go in here, like, and your man's like, it's 40 quid in, you get wristband, free drink for the night. I was like, fucking jackpot.
On Ireland.
On Ireland. So we went in, there was a load of us went in and went into this nightclub in Germany, and it was a nightclub.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, you'd be out dancing and then you turn around and there's a fully naked girl there. And like, she's like, you want to dance? You're like, what? Put some fucking clothes on you. How would you get in here? It's a nightclub woman.
Was she wearing high heels?
And then the boys were like, shit, this must be a strip club. Yeah, she was wearing high heels and a bikini, like.
Ah.
And it was like, you want to dance? I was like, nah, you're grand. And then like one of the lads got a dance, like, and he was like, hey, and one was like fucking baiting him and everything. Like, yeah, it was a weird situation. Like,
was there many girls in either the one in Liverpool or the one in Germany? Like, as in just
come to think of it,
girls into going into like having
punters,
a good night.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there wasn't many girl punters in Liverpool now, but it was a Sunday night, so it wasn't that busy anyway.
Yeah.
And in Germany, it was a Saturday night, and there would, yeah, there'd be women in there dancing around. So like the bottom floor was like a bar, and then next floor was a nightclub.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There'd just be women out
Women
drinking.
like just, yeah.
Bit of crack.
I suppose so, like.
Maybe they're
swingers,
smart
right?
girls because they're like, this is where all the lads are going to be.
Yeah. This is where all the fucking horny lads are going to be. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe so.
Although lads couldn't be buying a drink or anything. That's a free drink.
Oh, but like, that's if you buy the oak.
Oh, you could get in
Yeah,
otherwise.
you could pay like a tenner to get in and buy your drink all night. Like.
Ah, a girl goes in there with a tenner. Sure, lads are going to be buying her drink all night.
Yeah.
They have the free drink.
There you go. There you go. So
Ching ching. I went to a place once in London, and I don't know, was it a strip club? It was like a pub, and you paid to go in the door, or did you? Whatever. You're going in, and the bouncers were like, "Do you know the crack?" And one of the lads was living over there. He's like, "Yeah, this is the crack." So you go in. We had pint of Stella, and there's this young one walking around with like all I can describe it as like an empty tin of beans. And she's like, all right, gents. And like that, she's just wearing a bikini and high heels. And so my mate's like, give her £2. So everybody gives her £2. And she does a whole lap of the pub, collects £2 of everybody. Then she gets up and does like a dance to a song. So every 15 minutes, there's a dance.
wow.
And the drink was kind of like regular price. So then, as soon as she finished dancing, the next girl would come out and do a lap.
Kind of like a gentleman's club.
I guess. Every time a girl came around with the can, you gave her £2.
And what kind of dancing, can I ask?
Like strip club, pole dancing like.
Okay.
All right.
But you could get private lap dance if you wanted.
Okay.
And would that be in front of everyone, or would you
No,
be taken away?
You'd be taken away. The man take you away.
Men take you away.
But like this was our first pint of the night. We were I had like 2 pints of Stella. I was like, man, I just get out of here.
You wanted to toast a sandwich, man. You know what I mean? Bit of a chill out, watch a match.
But I did get talking to a lady one night in Temple Bar. So I love talking to tourists. So there was this girl over from Liverpool or somewhere, and she said that she worked as a premium Snapchatter. That was her job. So she is on Snapchat. I'm like, I'm on Snapchat. She's like, her job was a subscription, and she'd post like raunchy photos, and she might send you a message like, you know, I don't know if she's listening or what. Like, I didn't think she was that good looking, really, like. But this was her thing. She said she was making a fortune off it. and she also worked in a lap dance club. A slightly more kind of burlesque feel to it. So one night, she said, I was like, what kind of lads would be in? Like, what would you be doing? She said, a lot of it is lads in their 50s. They're just lonely. I put on the gear, sit down in their lap, rub their ear. All right, darling, how are you? Have a bit of crack, like. You know what I mean? I was like, this is mental. Lads be paying for that. And then she said, I was like, what's the weirdest thing, though, lads ever asked you to do? She said this Chinese lad came in, and he booked 3 girls for the whole evening. And when they came into the room, there was 3 roast chickens. And your man was like, I want you to bite off a lump of that chicken, smear it over yourself. And he said, and I quote, I want you to eat it like you're Henry VIII. So you're
What is wrong with you?
So your one like pulls off a leg of chicken, bites a bit off it, rubs a bit of grease all over herself. She said, honest to God, it was about 6 or 7 minutes. Your man couldn't resist, finished himself off sitting there, and then was like, go on, you can head away. And she's like, you've paid us for the whole evening. He's like, yeah, go on, go head away.
And she got dinner.
And she got a bit of protein. Yeah, Jesus
I
Christ.
fucked off home.
That's outrageous. This is crazy. Ireland is a crazy place.
Oh no, that was in England now, I'm saying. But I'm just saying that like sometimes lads are looking for, it's not just like, oh, there's a pair of boobs. Like,
they're looking for something that's missing in their day-to-day life.
Would it matter if they weren't the prettiest girl or the best looking girl in terms of her face, or
For
is it
what?
all about the body?
for a strip club?
Yeah.
You want it to be good looking.
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
I remember one of the ones in Liverpool had like, she had just eaten a packet of crisps. Fucking disgusting.
You have to break that one down.
So I got a lap dance off this one. And she just eaten a packet of crisps and like, she was like, you know, giving the lap dance, and she was like, do you like that? And I was like, the fucking smell of cheese and onion off me, love. Honest to God.